Kuttah Spoken Truth, we back at it again. Give all praise to the Most High Yahuwah, whom we come to call God, and Yahusha HaMashiach, whom we commonly refer to his son as Jesus the Christ. I'm here today to speak to the women and also you fellas so that you can be enlightened, empowered, encouraged, educated on what's going on within the dynamics of a relationship, okay? Now, women, this is something that you must deal with because Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1 let us know in the last days that men are outnumbered by women, 7-1. You outnumber us. And because you outnumber us, that alone gonna make it to the point where a lot of you gonna have to deal with being single. No matter how good you look, no matter how good you smell, no matter how good your body may feel, some of you gonna have to deal with the reality of being alone. That's just what you're gonna have to deal with. But some of you who want to be in a relationship, a long-term committed relationship, I want to try to help you. Okay? Now, you have to break free from the modern woman trap. A lot of y'all is stuck in this trap that's causing y'all to be single. A lot of you find yourself single and unhappy because you really have not taken the time out to understand men and what actions you properly need to take to be chosen by a man. There's a common misconception out here a lot of you women deal with, that there's a shortage of good men. This is not the case. Okay? There's plenty good men out here. The problem is the so-called good man is not choosing you. They're not. Because you lack the ability to hear what we've been telling y'all. And not only hear us out, but make the necessary adjustment. A lot of you women, you just listen to debate, not hearing us. There's a difference between listening and hearing. That's why when you study Revelation chapter 2 and Revelation chapter 3, 7 times Yahusha said, he that have ears, let him hear. Not listen, hear. Okay? When you really hear what's being said, you allow that to go down into your spirit, which force you to take action. And a lot of you women have not been hearing men out, but listening to combat, to listen to have an argument, to listen to debate with men. Understand, as I often say, contrary to popular belief, men want committed relationships. This is what we want. Matter of fact, in the beginning, Most High said, not good for man to be alone. So let me make him a help me. So it's within the breast of man, within the heart of man, to be in a committed relationship. Majority of men thrives when he in a committed relationship, be it spiritually, mentally, financially, physically. Because when you out here running the streets, they take a lot of time away from you as a man. Women, this is what you got to understand. All right. So yes, men want to be in a committed relationship, but at this point in the juncture of time of history, a lot of men like, what's the point? There's really not many women out here who's really going to fit the wifey position because they're going by everything else instead of what men is saying. And this is why it's very important for women to have their fathers in their life, because their fathers able to tell them what they really want in choosing a wife. Now, the odds are stacked against a lot of you women due to the fact that y'all have an overwhelming pressure on y'all. Many of y'all don't understand this. Have an overwhelming pressure on y'all as a result of giving in to the notion of feminism, the bad B mindset, the boss lady mindset, independent mindset, I'm my own boss mindset, all that BS that y'all has given, this has put overwhelming pressure on y'all, and it's causing a lot of y'all to end up single, miserable, unhappy, and just in a bad situation. And men, like, I don't got time for that. Men, like, man, we don't got time for that. Okay, because a lot of you women, when you get into that bad B mentality and that boss lady mentality, you don't know how to leave that at the door. You don't know how to, that's not something you can turn on and turn off. Okay? That's why in the ideal world, in the cultural background of how our people supposed to be, that's why we're never meant for our women to be on these plantations, on these corporate jobs, working. Because now they underneath the influence of somebody else. And oftentimes, when they get into that type of spirit, they bring it home, don't know how to shut it off. Okay? A lot of you women is alone. And it's going to end up alone. A lot of you going to end up alone. Being unhappy because of your own choices, your behavior, your unstable mentalities, and your unrealistic standards that you put on men. And this is a problem. Okay? This is a problem. Now, there's 4 key points I want y'all to consider. Some thoughts that I want y'all to consider that put y'all in a position where you're going to end up alone. Not in a long-term committed relationship. Not in as I would like to say, legal marriage, right? There's 4 key elements. There are 4 key thoughts. 4 key points for y'all to consider and make the necessary adjustment so that you don't end up alone and unhappy. That you don't end up alone, miserable with a cat, with a rose toy, having to sleep with 2 pillows next to you. All right. Okay. I want y'all to hear this out. Number 1, a lot of women end up single due to their fake facade. Listen, we live in a world that's oversaturated with fakeness. This Western society, though, do nothing but promote weakness and sensitivity to a point where we don't want to deal with nothing that's real. When it comes to reality, we don't want to deal with people being real with us. And therefore, a lot of us move in fakeness so much to the point that we have made this quote famous among us. Fake it until you make it. This is not going to work when it comes to relationship, women. This is not going to work. You can't fake it until you make it. Men want realness. Y'all hear me? Men want realness. We want real women. And time again, y'all fail to understand this. All right? And when you don't put this into action, man is not going to take you serious. Consequently, you find yourself alone. Alone. And so many women, especially in this Western hemisphere, push the ideology of being real, being a bad this, a bad that, a boss lady, this and that. But internally, they are insecure. They are fake. No matter how much they say they are a real one, they are fake. Now watch this. They put on, a lot of you women put on like y'all confident and secure, but in actuality, you're fake. From head to toe, your entire persona is built off of falsehoods. And so how in the world you expect men to take you serious? From head to toe, you're fake. You're fake. And men for the longest been telling you, listen, we want our women natural. We want our women natural. That's what men want out of their women. So no matter what coming out of your mouth, man is looking at your behavior. Man is looking at your action. You can say you're a real one all day, but from head to toe, you ain't nothing but fake. I know that fake stuff because, listen, you're not wearing that fake stuff for us. Not only no, but hell no. The fake hair, the fake lashes, the fake plastic surgery, whatever you getting done, all that stuff, man. Makeup, listen, you're not doing that for us. You're doing that for each other. You're doing that to compete with another woman. All right? Men saying, listen, especially men of value, they're like, man, I got my shit together, man. I'm doing it, man. I'm walking in my purpose, man. Why am I gonna settle for somebody that's fake from head to toe? That don't make no sense. And men that's moving in a 3-dimensional way, they're looking at women like, man, you talking this and that and the other, and everything is fake about you. You're not willing to be vulnerable with me. And we ain't talking about vulnerable telling us your secrets and just, no. When I say vulnerable, you're not willing to be vulnerable. Wear your real hair. Wear your real lashes. Take off all that makeup. A lot of you women not willing to be vulnerable that way, which goes to show men that you not secure like you claim to be. You're not confident like you claim to be. Because if you really were secure in who the Most High made you, if you were really confident in the Most High made you, the first thing you turn to for your appearance would not be fake. Men that listen to my channel and other channels are starting to wake up and see, man, these women is fake. They not secure in themselves. They're not confident like they claim to be, because if they was, they will come out looking natural the way the Most High has made them. And somebody say, well, you can't judge a woman character off of her fake hair, her fake lashes, her fake this and her fake that. Why come I can't? When the scripture said you can. When you study Sirach chapter 19, verse 30, it said a person clothing, a person looks, shows what type of person they are. To quote it verbatim, all right? A man's attire, his excessive laughter, and his gait show what he is. Listen, how you move and how you conduct yourself, what you put on and what you show unto the world determine who you are. That's why businessmen, what? They wear business suits. Basketball players always got on basketball attire. And fake people always have on fake stuff and give off a fake persona. And this is what men are saying. Listen, we want the real you. That's what we want, the real you. All right. Number 2, you're single because you want a partner, not a leader. Let me say that again. This might went over some of y'all heads. Number 2, you're single because you want a partner, not a leader. Many women in today's society are misguided by this mindset that's pushed off on them that got them twisted in their thought process, that have them looking for partners and not leaders. It doesn't matter how educated you are, no matter how successful or how famous, no matter how prosperous you are, men don't give a shit about that. And this is what messes up a lot of your mind, thinking that you are looking for a partner instead of a leader. You hear a lot of women all the time saying, I can't find the right partner. That's your problem. You're looking for a partner. And whenever you look for a partner, guess what? You always come out on the losing end. Because if you had a leader, he's going to lead you in righteousness. He's going to lead you into the truth. He's going to lead you into what's right. But when you want a partner, you miss out on leaders. And this what have caused a lot of you women to be ran through, because you have been looking for partners instead of leaders. When a leader comes into your life, he cares about your spirit. He cares about your soul. He cares about your body. He cares about your mind. He cares about you every which way. When you're looking for partners, all he cares about is being your sexual partner. And once the thrill is gone, guess what? He's gone. So all you women that are looking for partners, you're going to end up alone. Because men, especially men of value, they know they ain't your partner. They ain't put here to be your partner. If you're going to be in a relationship with him, he going to have to lead you. That's his responsibility. And he'll tell you, man, listen, you talking about partnership. I ain't looking for no partner. I'm looking for a wife. And a lot of you got this thing twisted. You think because he put you in a relationship with him, you his partner. No, you're not his partner. He put you in a relationship as his helpmeet, as his wife. The position of a wife is a helpmeet, not a partner. Partners can't be led. Y'all understand me? If you want a partner, go into business with one. Go play some sports. You can have all type of partners, but when it comes to relationship, roles have to be fulfilled. Okay? And as it relates to a husband, his wife is not his partner. It's his wife. It's his helpmeet. And if the scripture said for the wife to be submissive to her husband, how in the world can she be his partner? So a lot of you mess up. A lot of you run your numbers up. A lot of you been ran through. A lot of you's been beat down and tossed around because you too busy looking for partners instead of looking for a leader. And that's why you single right now. That's why you can't get that man you want. That's why you can't come across a high value, because a high value man ain't going for that. He ain't looking for no partner. He don't give a damn about your finances, about your career, about your education. What he's looking for is a wife. What he's looking for is cooperation. What he's looking for, somebody to align themselves with him, to back him in his purpose, and to build and to leave a legacy with. This is not no business. This is not no LLC. All right? We're not partners. This is a relationship. And as a man, we have to lead. And as our woman, we expect y'all to cooperate with us. Okay? So you're going to end up alone. You're going to end up single, unhappy, miserable, because you're too busy looking for partners instead of looking for a leader. Number 3, a lot of you single, and a lot of you going to end up single because you get bored too fast. You get bored too fast. I often say this, and I know some of y'all may get offended, but a lot of you women is like kids with breasts. You fail to realize that when you're dealing with men, and especially men of high value, they move by discipline and routine. Y'all hear me? They move by discipline and routine. And it's hard for women to live within the parameters of discipline and routine with men because they get bored too easy. A lot of you women get so caught up in fun, want to go out and hang out and do this and go do that, do this extravaganza and do this event and this and that. Failing to understand, your man looking at it like, listen, I don't got time to be doing none of that. I got a purpose. The things I got to do, I'm trying to establish a legacy. I'm trying to build an empire. I don't got time to do all that. Yeah, maybe on the weekend, yeah. But for the most part, men that's on top of their stuff, they have a routine. They are disciplined. And that caused a lot of you women to get bored. And when you get bored, guess what? You start making poor decisions, unwise decisions, bad choices that often cause the relationship to go down or push your man away, which end up in a breakup. A lot of you women don't know how to handle and deal with routine, and what you start doing is nagging your man, becoming just a nagger, a complainer. Nothing ever make you happy because you're not having fun. You bored with routine. But guess what? When you get bored with routine with a good man and you end up causing the relationship to go soft, you end up missing out on what he's been trying to establish. And when you leave him and it become a breakdown, guess what? You're going to be miserable because now you're going to be saying, I should have stayed with him. It wasn't that bad like I thought. And all the girls or women that you seeking to be outside with, this and that, they don't got no man. They miserable. They can't find nobody. They want you outside with them when you got something good at home. A lot of you need to learn to enjoy the presence of your man. Because you best to believe he enjoy your presence. He become more connected with you. He become more vulnerable with you when you willing to say no to being outside, spending time with him while he rests on the couch, writing out a paper or focus on his business. Listen, man, take joy in that. When he able to look at his woman, man, she willing to make a sacrifice of fun and be, man, I'm telling you women, I'm trying to help y'all, man. A lot of y'all get too bored. I gotta go. Listen, you don't want to do nothing. I'm about to go hang out with my girls. I'm about to go on a girl trip. Go ahead. When you come back, make sure you have a place to stay. Because if you can't be in the grind with me, don't expect to be in the prime time with me. I'm telling you, man is waking up, sisters. Man is waking up. If you don't know how to handle routine, if you don't know how to handle being with a disciplined person, then guess what? You're going to end up pushing that man away and find yourself single and alone, miserable. Last thing, a lot of you women single and going to end up single because you're too modern. Too modern. Many women are modern. When I talk about modern, I'm referring to the spirit that has pervaded this community, has pervaded the society, which is hoism. The modern women overly sexualize herself and then turn around and get mad at men that plays into her overly sexualizing herself. The modern woman, all she do is promote sexual promiscuity, being promiscuous. I know I may not be pronouncing the word right, but that's okay. Or putting in hood vernacular, promote being a hoe. A lot of women talk like a whore, act like a whore, invest in whorish things, and turn around and act like it's a badge of honor and power. A lot of you will be in committed long-term relationship if you was not too modern, if you didn't fall underneath the spirit that pervades this modern society, which is hoism. Man been telling you for the longest. They've been putting it in their music. They've been teaching about it. They've been having discussion about it. And yet y'all still have not heard them. You know the saying, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. No matter how much you hear this, you still promote being a hoe, promote going through a hoe phase, promote dressing like a whore, and then think that you deserve to be in a committed relationship. Listen, one thing you can say about the women of the past in the 60s and 70s, all right, there was some whores back then, but you want to know what separate the whores back in the 60s, 70s, 80s from the whores today? Back in that day, you didn't know they was a whore. They kept it secret because they knew the time was going to come they was going to want to be married, and they didn't want their reputation to be ruined. But today, it's all on TV, it's all on Facebook, it's all on Insta Live, it's all on YouTube. Y'all just don't do nothing but push hoism and think that somebody supposed to take you serious, have you in their arm as a badge of honor, when you look at hoism as a badge of honor and power. No, it don't work like that. Reputation means a lot. All right? And some of you don't take your reputation serious at all. Do y'all hear me? And if you don't take your reputation serious, then why should a man take you serious? Do that make any sense? Huh? That don't make no sense, do it? The scripture says in Proverbs chapter 22, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches and loving favor rather than silver and gold. A good name is to be chosen. So why in the world he want to be with a woman who don't have a good name? Reputation is bad. When other men look at his woman, when other men look at her, all they see is, man, she's a hoe. Or she used to be a hoe by the way she act, the way she talk, the way she conduct herself, the way she dressed, the way she... Listen, men don't want that. A wife is a gift. And who want a damaged gift? Who want a gift they got to take back? Got to print out a label, UPS label, send it back because it was defective. And a lot of you women would be in a committed relationship if you knew how to say no to being a modern, whorish woman. Y'all hear me? Reputation means a lot. It means so much. Matter of fact, I think it's Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1, talk about also a good name is better than precious ointment. So 2 times the scripture tell you a good name is important. So why you want to be, a lot of you talk, a lot of you brag, a lot of you conduct yourself to the point man be looking at you like, man, I can tell she a freak. A man should not be able to look at you because how you talk and how you dress and how you act and behave to be able to tell you a freak in the bed. And this is the type of energy that a lot of you are attracting. And think that somebody supposed to take you serious? Huh? A lot of you got a bad name. Bad name. And then you had the audacity to say, man, I'm not about to dress old fashioned. But the old fashioned women, guess what? They married. I ain't about to change for nobody. Guess what? The women that was willing to make the necessary adjustments, they married. They been married for years with kids. Family building with their man, building with their husband. Why you single? Why you can't get nobody to pick you? Why you can't get nobody to choose you? Huh? Why you keep being deceived, being delusional, in a delusional disposition? Because instead of giving into the righteous spirit of the Most High, you give into the spirit of modern times, which is hoism. Man, I got to stop this, man. There's so much I can talk. I'm just going to stop it at them points. All right. So many points coming in my mind. But this is the reason why a lot of you single, man. If you don't really pay attention to your behavior and get yourself right, man, just like this woman right here on the screen. All right. Pretty woman, beautiful woman. Okay. But she's broken. Broken. A lot of you women broken and it's going to end up broken. In the picture all by yourself. You see what's on the screen? You're going to end up in the picture all by yourself. Because you don't take into consideration what man has been saying. You're going to end up single because you're too fake. You're going to end up single because you want a partner, not a leader. You're going to end up single because you get bored too easily. And you're going to end up single because you're driven by the whole spirit of modern society. Drop some comments below. Let me know what you think. Huh? Let me know what you feel about this. Feel free to give me your thoughts on this. Okay? Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share the video with. Let's push this truth out and wake our people up. Okay? All right, peace.